You saw my name was in college just then. It actually worked that first semester. I had Debbie's accounting class and Robbie's operations class, and I had a great time. I learned a lot. They fed us, and that semester I actually got straight A's. But then the next semester came Nate Bennett's OB class, Bob Burgess's stats class, and again, you didn't hear my name in college just then. So once I realized that I wasn't going to get that perfect GPA, I decided to visualize something else. This time I started visualizing myself turning this experience, this B-School experience, into the greatest adventure of my life. And I knew really the only way for me to do that was to take control and create the environment I wanted rather than waiting on somebody else to create it for me. So I became treasurer of the Graduate Evening Management Students, GEMS, which gave me the chance to build relationships with our administrators like Ann Scott and Peter Sparrow. Gave me the opportunity to work with people like David Reynolds, our last year president, people like our previous students of the year, Shannon Harlow and Catherine Chu. I also went ahead and took advantage of opportunities like traveling to New Orleans to compete in a business plan competition with Daisha Tarleton and Shanina Lane. And I gotta tell you, when I was in that competition and I saw Daisha almost throw a tantrum because we didn't win, I knew she was somebody I wanted on my team forever. So after treasurer, I became president. Daisha joined me as networking chair, and I had a chance to make a whole new set of BFFs. People like Bridget Tyler, whose opinion, work ethic, and go-for-it attitude I've come to respect and admire over the past year.
That wasn't me.
And people like Kent Powell, who was chosen as my vice president. And I'll never forget, Kent always told me, I think the very first time I met him, Kent said, "That's cool, I'll be the Biden to your Obama." I never really figured out what that meant. But I really couldn't ask for a better VP, and lots of other great people too. Jamie Wright, Celine, lots of people. It's really too many for me to name everybody, but just know that you're all very special to me. A classmate once told me that they thought Student of the Year was basically a popularity contest, meaning that even if it is somebody that kind of deserves it, you really have to be popular in order to win it. Well, if that's the case, then I feel really good about this. Because I didn't win because I was funny. Didn't necessarily win because I was good looking, maybe, but it certainly wasn't because I had the highest GPA. If anything, I was popular for being a hard worker. If anything, it was my passion that got me noticed. I was passionate about becoming a Yellow Jacket. I was born around the corner right at Crawford Long, so Georgia Tech is almost in my blood. In fact, I knew I wanted to go here when I graduated from high school, but instead decided to get out of Atlanta for a little while. Went away to Hampton University up in Virginia, where I met my classmate, my future MBA classmate, Jamal Broom, who's working on the business with me now, so maybe it was just in the cards to happen that way. I would also say that I was passionate about my feelings that by enrolling in Georgia Tech's Evening MBA program, I was giving myself the opportunity to learn from and with some of the best and brightest minds in the country. And I think we all proved it when we went from being unranked to being number 24, and just recently, as Dean said, becoming the 17th ranked part-time MBA program in the country. And that's all in just the last 3 years. I think you all deserve a hand for that. And seriously, I really don't need national rankings to tell me how good we are. I know we're the best because I've spent countless classroom hours with you guys. We've had endless group meetings, conference calls, presentations, pizza nights, all together. We've participated in case competitions together. We've done pub crawls, tailgates, and proms together. And some of us have even seen the world together, traveling to places like New Orleans, Los Angeles, Japan, Manitoba, Canada, Brno, Czech Republic, Sao Paulo, Brazil. And together, we've achieved what we all must have visualized at some point. We've accomplished at least one of the goals that we set for ourselves. So now, as we all move on to our next task, I kind of close with these words of wisdom for everybody in the room, really. Be passionate about those things that you visualize yourself doing. And use that passion in combination with thoughtful action to achieve every goal you set. I look forward to seeing you all again, not just at homecoming and networking events, but in boardrooms, benefit functions, and even the business pages. Thank you to my wife, Jennifer, my daughter, Temple, my mom, happy Mother's Day, my dad's here. Thank you all for your support. Thank you to my classmates for this opportunity to speak, and thank you all for this moment in time. Go Jackets.